Hi, I'm Devin Varner from Varner Equipment in Delta, Colorado. Today we're going to go through Mahindra's new series of tractors. You've probably, if you've been looking online and looking around, you've seen the name OJA. This is Mahindra's new compact or subcompact series of tractors. There's two different model sizes, and then there's a couple different model ranges inside that. So there's an 1100 and a 2100. The 1100 is a smaller platform than this that comes in a 20 horse, a 23 horse, and a 26. And then the 2100 is what you're looking at here. This is a 2123, so 23 horsepower, and then they also make this tractor in a 26 horsepower. These tractors are what Mahindra has built to replace the small line of tractors that they were getting built by TYM. And this is Mahindra's little tractor built by Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi's engine in it. Mahindra's design in the tractor. Very nice, very clean little tractor. I'd like to go through several of the different options that it comes with, especially if you compared it to the older tractors that we had in a 20 horse or a 25 horsepower tractor. This tractor has some options that a lot of those didn't have, and a lot of our competitors don't have still to this day. So it has some stuff that we really like on it. It does a good job. It's got a good loader on it. It's got a good lift capacity. It's got a really good little engine, no DPF in it. So it's a very well set up little machine. So what I would like to start out with is when you start looking at the 20 or the 1100 series, you can get it in an 1120. That'll be a 20 horsepower tractor that you can get hydrostat, open station, or hydrostat cabbed. You can also get that 1123 or an 1126, which would be the 23 or 26 horsepower 1100 series, open station or cab. You can get all three of them with a cab, but they are heat only in the cabs. They're not going to have air conditioning on that small series of tractor. The 21 series you can get with a cab on the 26 horse. So the 21, 26 you can get with a cab and air conditioning. So if a guy wanted a small frame tractor, it would be just like this one with a small little cab on it with air conditioning. The 2126 is the one that would do it. If you're just looking for snow removal and want a nice heated cab for the winter time, all the little small ones would do that because they all got heat in them. But the 2126 is the only one that's got AC. As far as the tractor itself, you could get them all with front mount mowers, and you could get them all with belly mowers if you would like to have a belly mower for them, or you can get them with a backhoe on the back. We could set them up either direction for you. So we'll start going through all the different functions and different options that you can get on this little tractor, and we'll kind of like to show you around on it. So on this series of tractor, you can see they've got a new style of dash in it with a LCD display. With your warning lights on the outside and your tack in the middle. Very clean setup. Your gauges, like your fuel gauge and your temp gauge, are right on the LCD side of it. I'll kind of turn it on there and you can see they're going to have your fuel or your hour meter on the bottom, fuel gauge on the side, and temperature on the side with your hour meter in the middle. Very clean, very easy to read, and seems to hold up fairly well in the weather. We haven't had it for a long time to be able to tell you that, but it seems to do all right with it as of right now. Lights on this tractor are pretty simple. You've just basically got high and low beam headlights on it. You've got turn signals, and you've got horn in the middle. And then on this tractor, you've got brakes, right and left independent brakes. You've got a tilt steering wheel. You've got differential lock, four-wheel drive. This tractor has a 3-speed range, so you got low, medium, and high range on your hydrostat. And then your rear PTO, your rear end mid, or just the mid PTO, depending on however you want to run it. It also has, if you look back there at the side, there's a 12-volt cigarette style charger and also a 2.5 amp USB charger on it for your cell phone or whatever you'd have with you at that time. So on this side of the tractor, you got hazard light switch right here on the front, or top, I guess I should say. And then this section right here is brand new on the OJA series tractors, and this is what Mahindra calls crank assist. Why this has not been on tractors for years on end, I have no idea. But what it's actually going to do is it's going to, when you turn the key on, it's going to light up with the items that have already been met in order to crank the tractor. So right now it knows the tractor's in neutral. It knows the PTO is off. If you push down in the seat, it knows it's got an operator in it. And then if you put your foot on the brake, it lights all those up. When all 4 of those lights are lit up, the tractor will start. So this eliminates the problems of This will eliminate the problems that we see of customers that, man, my tractor won't start because of a safety switch. This is what's telling you what is not doing the job, whether it's the PTO is not engaged, whether it's not neutral, whether the brakes are not met, or whether the driver's not in the seat. When you look down at the bottom, this tractor has independent pedals, one for forward, one for reverse. You have a brake lock on here, so when you press your pedals down, you pull it and that locks your brake pedal down. And then when you come over to the right hand armrest, you've got a hand throttle, your loader joystick, your 3-point, and your PTO control as far as you just push down, turn it on, push it down to shut it off. This little red knob here is going to be your cruise control. So you press down on your hydro pedal, however far you want to put it down to hold that speed, and then you pull this up and it locks that pedal at that speed so you don't have to hold that pedal down all day. So on the back of this little tractor, we have Category 1 3-point with steel stabilizer bars in it, not a check chain. We have a regular Category 1 top link with a correct spacing to your implement on there. So that's one of the problems if you look at a lot of the 20 horsepower tractors, 20, 25 horsepower tractors, this top link placement can be a little weird on where they put it, which can also make the geometry of when the implement lifts and lowers, it can make the geometry really weird. So if you look at some of the 20 horsepower tractors that are on the market and you put a rotary cutter behind them that already starts out at a fairly your lift pin height is fairly high. When you lift it up, instead of the mower coming behind the mower and coming up behind you, it has a tendency to lift the 3-point and almost the back end of the mower almost goes down. That is usually because of this geometry of the top link pin. Height, where it's at, how long the pin is, but this one here, the pin is sitting in the right place and it's got the right geometry to go along with the 3-point. R4 industrial tires on it, you got tail lights on the back, foldable ROPS. This little loader through Mahindra has a neat option that you do not see very often on a little small tractor. This has one touch connects for the hydraulics, where you were gonna pull the lever, you pull it up and you unhook all 4 hoses at one time. You push down, you lock all 4 hoses on at one time. Very nice option if you're into taking the loader on and off. It takes a lot of the problems away of connecting under pressure and also forgetting which hose goes to what whenever you're doing it. They'll also have a little bracket here, so when you pull the pin, you got a place to store the pin. You also have a leveling rod, adjustable leveling rod, however you want to put on it. Skid steer quick attach on the front of the loader. And then they also sell, or it comes with a little stop on the side that's bolted right over here. This is to put inside your cylinder. If you raise the loader up in the air, you put this little stop in there and then you can let the loader down. It's got something to stop on, so it's just a little safety lock. This little tractor, like I said, is built by Mitsubishi. This has Mitsubishi's little diesel engine in that. Very economical little engine, very easy to service little setup. So you can kind of see how it's set up. We got a battery up front. We've got fuses right up front. We got a cleanable screen on the front of your radiator. We also have an oil cooler up here on the front. You've got air filters, fuel filter, oil filter, all here on one side, easy to get at with your engine oil dipstick and your front axle oil fill right there on the side. It's a pretty simple little tractor to service, and it's a pretty low demanding service tractor whenever you get into it. I did take this other panel off, but it just got 2 panels come right off the side whenever you're doing it, and that gets you right in there to be able to work on it. This little video helped you kind of looking at one of the new OJA Series tractors through Mahindra. My name is Devin Varner. I'm from Varner Equipment in Delta, Colorado. 970-874-0612. If this looks like something that would help you out, we'd love to help you. We'd love to give you an option and tell you what we can do for you here at Varner Equipment. We would be happy to help you if this is the size of tractor you're looking for, or whether you'd like a bigger size tractor, whether you need implements on the back, anything like that, we would be happy to help you with. Just give us a phone call here. It's 970-874-0612, or you can find us on the web at varnerequipment.com. Thank you.